Hello. Hey, sorry, just technical difficulty adjusting the phone angle. Want to say thank you for joining us. It is New Comic Book Day here, live from Robot Zero. That's the son of Jor-El, Superman, and I am Tony. I'm not related whatsoever. Anyways, this is Robot Zero Comics. We are located at 23 West Main Street, the northwest corner where routes 20 and 534 meet in beautiful, scenic downtown Geneva, Ohio. It has been a few crazy days. We had a lot of snow, is an understatement. Ashtabula made the national news. Got their name dropped with 27 inches of snow, led the way in the country in snowfall. Let's lead the way in comics consumed in red here in Ashtabula County. Patrick, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining us. It is I, Tony, if I've not already introduced myself. It is New Comic Book Day. This is Robot Zero, and we're going to get into it because there's a lot of cool stuff out this week, especially from Marvel. It's a huge Marvel week. We need extra coffee when we have huge Marvel weeks. What's up, Dr. Ben? Let's flip the camera around. So we have Avengers number 52 out this week. The Jason Aaron run keeps on keeping on. Jason Aaron, one of the more notable names over at Marvel. He's been writing the Avengers now this entire run. He's been writing some Thor stuff. He's the man over at Marvel. I enjoy his work very much so. Definitely read the Avengers for something fun to read. I think we have every single part to World War She-Hulk. That was a lot of fun. And yeah, you got to read some Avengers, man. Always got to read some Avengers. Their home base is now inside of a Celestial. If you're all now familiar, having seen Celestials in the Eternals. Then we have the Death of Doctor Strange, X-Men Black Knight tie-in. And looks like the MCU is going to see some Black Knight here really soon. I waited it out Disney Plus to watch the Eternals, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Then we have Devil's Reign, Villains for Hire. This one surprised me with the art in it. I did not expect, these tie-in books sometimes don't have the best artwork. This one had some solid art. I was really impressed, this huge splash here. So this is the Villains for Hire, Agony, Electro, Rhino, and Whiplash. Iron Man 2. I liked Iron Man 2, guys. I'm going to admit it. I liked Iron Man 2. I liked Mickey Rourke playing Whiplash. I thought it was really cool. Then we got the Taskmaster. This art, I just like the art on this page. This is what really got me. And if you've been reading Devil's Reign, you won't be let down by this tie-in little mini-series. I think it's going to go 3 issues, but a lot of fun. Devil's Reign has been tons of fun. Tons and tons of fun. And then we have the Devil's Reign X-Men direct tie-in. We've got reprints of Hulk number 1, cool wraparound Ryan Otley cover of Hulk just punching the Hulkbuster armor right in the face. Let's see, this is a second print. Let's see, I gotta get my camera angles right there. There we go, second print on that one. Cool, again, Ryan Otley is killing it in this book. Then we have, this is the throwback cover, and we have this cool black and white cover for Hulk 3. This has been really cool so far. So just to give you a quick rundown on what's happening in Hulk, to hopefully entice you to pick this one up, we've got Donny Cates writing it. If you're a fan of Donny Cates, you're definitely going to want to read this. It's not disappointing. Just as good as the Thor so far. And Ryan Otley, to me, has really bringing this story to life. There's one panel in particular I really liked in this book, but we'll get to that here in a second. So if you haven't heard me say it every time the new Hulk issues come out, Banner is piloting the Hulk. I don't know if it's Banner has broken the Hulk's mind, in his own mind, into what he calls 3 mind prisms. They're very tight. They cannot be infiltrated. And I believe the way it's set up is one of them is referred to as the engine room, where he keeps the Hulk's consciousness. And what he does to gain power for the Hulk spaceship, the Hulk is being used as an interdimensional time-traveling mode of transportation. Bruce Banner's piloting it in one mind prism, I'm assuming. And then in another, he has the Hulk's consciousness, which he calls the engine room. So what he does to gain more power when he's up against a big adversary is he pisses the Hulk off even more. The last issue, you saw a giant version of Wolverine appear to the Hulk's consciousness, and that just pissed him off. And it had some really, this is one of the bloodiest, goriest Marvel books I've seen in a long time. Ryan Ottley going back to his Invincible roots. But yeah, just like a head just getting squished. This splash is great. And then let's see, where are we at? Just all the art in this book is fantastic. There's a new character. We don't know who this is, but it's a new version of a Hulk or a gamma radiated being. There's a really cool twist to this story here. We'll get to in a second after I show off this right there, this panel right here. Now my phone's acting all cuckoo. Great. Great time to act crazy, phone. Sorry. But this panel right here, I don't know why, but I just love this panel. So the story here is, this is another Bruce Banner. The Hulk we know and the Banner we know, the Banner piloting the Hulk's body, is sucked into this dimensional portal. This is another Bruce Banner from another universe that detected this gamma spike, the Hulk, and Bruce piloting it, and sucked it in, and is astonished that this Hulk is able to articulate his words, can think logically, and then Bruce, in his mind, starts to explain to this Bruce what's going on. Anyways, you need to read this. If you like Donny Cates, you definitely want to read it. If you've been interested in the Hulk in the past, give it a shot. It's really cool. I've enjoyed it a lot. And Ryan Ottley's art is really what is, he and Donny Cates, wow, man, really, really good stuff. And then we have She-Hulk. This was fantastic as well. Rainbow Rowell writing it. And then I'm not sure who did the art, but I really enjoyed the artwork in this book. Again, wasn't expecting it. I'm glad seeing She-Hulk getting some respect. She-Hulk is returning to the world of law. I'm assuming this is after, I'm not sure when this takes place in time, but the story basically is, that's really awesome. Splash right there. Titania, she takes on Titania as well in this book, and they kind of form a fight club. They both are just, they're the only two that, I think Hulk or Titania says it like, you're the only person I can smash with a telephone pole and not feel guilty about it. So they both have a lot of built-up rage, and they've decided just, you know what, let's just beat the crap out of each other, once, twice a month. Let's get together, have our own little fight club, which I thought was pretty cool. It was a good setup, action as soon as you open the book up. And then it goes into, she's working for another lawyer now, Jennifer, oh my goodness, the Hulk's last name, just insert that there. I almost said Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer is working with another lawyer now, and she's not a high-profile lawyer, and her boss lets her know that. Her boss puts her in her place, and Jennifer has no problem with that. And in the meantime, while she's trying to get back up on her feet, get established at this new law firm, she has Janet Van Dyne give her access to an apartment, all of her old clothes. She's very, very happy towards the end of this book. It was a really fun book to read. I mean, to me, it's what comics are about, or having lots and lots of fun, looking at cool artwork, reading a fun story that might make you laugh a little bit, or make you feel. Definitely felt it in this and in Hulk. But yeah, a great book. A lot of fun to read. Then we have Moon Knight 7. Jed MacKay continues here. Mr. Knight cover, really, really cool. Actually, let's go back to She-Hulk real quick. We have an Art Germ cover for She-Hulk. Almost forgot. And then we have a nice Adam Hughes. So, oh wait, that's a Scotty. That's not Adam Hughes. That's Scotty Young. This is Jen Bartel. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we have one left. One Adam Hughes left down there at the very bottom. All right, there we go. So back to Moon Knight. Moon Knight 7 continues. This has been a great book by Jed MacKay. We got a really cool variant cover there. Enjoyed that one a lot. The starkness of the white. Him just being a badass in general. This is good. I like this cover as well. Very well done, but I do prefer that white one a little bit more. We've got Phoenix Song number 4, and then Silk number 1. Also getting a cool, we've got the Lee and Hyuk cover there. Not sure of this cover, but it's a cool animated one. And we have a nice one there. That kind of looks like Joe Jusko, but I don't think that is. That is Davi Go. Davi Go, the artist on that one. So some cool stuff there. And then, let's go back around. Silver Surfer Rebirth. Book opens up with a Kree ship about to be sucked into a black hole and crushed and destroyed. Was it Genisvel? Marvel's son shows up to try and stop it. He's struggling. Looks like he's going to lose this ship to this black hole, and all these people are going to die. He's giving it his best go. When Silver Surfer shows up, helps him save the day. Genisvel is impressed. He can't believe that he's just done this with the power cosmic, saved the ship. Silver Surfer lets him know that, hey, it's the power cosmic. We can do anything we want. They go on about their way after saving the ship, and then Silver Surfer, it seems to be like all of a sudden transformed into another place with Genisvel's son, Marvel, back in their old days, fighting, trying to save this planet. And I'm going to leave it for the end, but someone shows up at the end that needs Silver Surfer's help, perhaps become a herald for him. Not Galactus. But we got some cool covers. I really like that one a lot. And then what else? Do we have another? We sure do. We got a cool Galactus. This is Dan Jurgens, I believe. Galactus and Silver Surfer cover. And Silver Surfer and Thanos cover. Who is the art on that one? Oh, I know that signature. If you know the signature, shout it out. But a cool one there. Eric, what's up? Thanks for joining us. Klaus, what's happening? Mark Adams, what's up? Cody Zell, what's up, Cody? Any new horror comics? Not this week, I believe, but we will keep going. So yeah, this was a lot of fun to read. If this will be a mini-series, 5-6 issue mini-series, Silver Surfer Rebirth. Then we have the Amazing Spider-Man number 86. And then Ben Reilly's Spider-Man number 1 comes out today. I believe this is also going to be a limited series. But this was really good as well. Enjoyed it immensely. I wasn't around comics at the time the Clone Saga hit. I know it was not everyone's favorite. But from reading Amazing Spider-Man and this issue of Ben Reilly, I like the character. So far, so good. This takes place previous to this, Amazing Spider-Man. If you don't have any, like me, don't have much to go off of as far as Ben Reilly is, this explains it. Where he's been, what he's been up to, how he came to be, touches on the Clone Saga a little bit. The very beginning, J. Jonah Jameson knows him on the street, says it's Peter Parker. He's like, look at my eyes. I am not Peter Parker. And he actually made J. Jonah Jameson speechless, which was, that doesn't happen very often. So it's the return of Peter Parker's clone. The artwork wasn't too bad in this one. This is really cool. So it has to do with Ravenloft. This is Carrion. This is what kind of got me too, was this book too. The emotion in this was pretty good. He has a fight with Carrion. He hears on the radio after this encounter with J. Jonah Jameson, hears on the radio that Carrion's down at some park fighting cops, no casualties, no one hurt yet. So he disappears. Spider-Man's on the scene, finds out that he's broken out from Ravencroft because he just recently got some terrible, heart-wrenching news that his mother had died of a stroke, and I can't remember Carrion's real name. Malcolm McBride is Carrion, basically like a living disease, like a living plague. Just what we need right now. Anyways, I crack myself up, guys. I'm sorry. Anyways, there's a lot of emotion in that. Like you see, they flash back to him being told. So it just sends him, he goes nuts. Brings him back to Ravencroft. Talk to him a little bit. And then he finds out at Ravencroft, Dr. Kafka, who appears in this as Ben Reilly's psychiatrist, is trying to rehab all these villains. Ben Reilly's not really sure how to feel about all of that. So we'll leave it at that. We got Miles Morales, number, I think, 34, out this week. Also have a cool variant down here for it in his new costume. And yes, there are first appearances in places. Silk has a cameo or first appearance in it. Hulk as well. Venom may as well. We'll have to look into that one. So we have the Crimson Reign, just one issue of Dr. Aphra that will tie into Crimson Reign, which if you haven't read Crimson Reign, it's worth it just for the Knights of Ren alone. We have issue 4 of Venom out this week. Really cool. And we have just a handful of these variant covers. I'm a sucker for any Amazing Spider-Man cover swipes. Amazing Spider-Man 300. So that was really cool. And then we have the X Lives of Wolverine. I think the main cover here kind of explains it all. What we're doing is kind of like the symbiote Spider-Man idea is we're going back to the different periods in Logan's life, his different identities, different locales, and we're telling stories from these times. So, I think the blurb, the solicit blurb said, new episodes of in a different time period and identities of Wolverine. So, pretty cool. If you want some Wolverine stories, some really cool Wolverine stories, don't miss out on X Lives of Wolverine. I think this is probably what the main book should be, but the main book is getting tied up with. It seemed like it was starting off pretty solid, and then it started to get tied into a couple different events, which is cool, but it kind of takes away from the momentum of any overarching story. We've got Batman Detective number 1049. This is on a weekly basis right now. I think we have another 9 weeks. It's The Tower. It's a 12-part mini series within Detective. And then we have Chip Zdarsky's Batman the Knight. DC really, I think with The Imposter, and I believe with the Jock book too, One Dark Knight, and with this, focusing on the early years of Batman and Bruce Wayne. They did that with Batman and Robin, focusing on the early years of Dick Grayson. Specifically Batman, because of the new movie coming out that kind of focuses on him. It might be a year 1, year 2 story for Batman in this new movie, The Batman, coming out in March. But Chip Zdarsky, 10-part miniseries. So it goes back to when Bruce just lost his parents at Gotham Academy, then into high school. We're following him as he becomes Batman. It basically telling us he's pissed off. He essentially tortured this, not literally tortured, but was always on this bully's ass until this bully left Gotham Academy, left town, left Gotham completely. He tells his girlfriend or this girl he's interested in or hanging out with that he wants to become a cop. And she kind of tries to steer him out of that once they're in high school. So we're going to see him morph into Batman, hopefully in the next couple of issues. I think it's interesting taking a look at the early life of Bruce Wayne and Batman. I think it's a lot of fun. And I think we're going to get a great story from Chip Zdarsky here. Chip is one of my favorite writers. We've got Catwoman number 39, where so Gloria and I were laughing. It's like, why did they put her in stripper heels and on a pole? Hopefully that's not where they're going with this, but they are. First issue of a new era start here. So we have a jumping on point for Catwoman in issue 39. So she goes undercover as a stripper. Then we have Nightwing 88. We've got a couple of the variant covers there and one regular left. Cool, there, one on the main one. We've got Nubia and the Amazons, number 4 of 6. Soul Plumber, number 3 and 4. Supergirl of Tomorrow, Tom King Supergirl, number 7 of 8. Superman, Son of Kal-El, number 7, variant covers by Lee and Hyuk with Aqualad and Son of Kal-El. Then we have Wonder Woman, number 783, and Wonder Woman Evolution, number 3. Have that for you. And for those that enjoyed Animal Castle, issue 2 out this week, and I totally forgot to bring this home. If I sold out of, I believe, of number 1 second print. We're getting more of those in. I would suggest picking this up and waiting out the number 1 to come in. If you read George Orwell's Animal Farm, this is an adaptation of that. Maybe not exactly. Animals are in different roles in this book, but really fun to read, heart-wrenching. Art is fantastic. Animals are great. I would definitely suggest this book. A lot of fun to read. Kurt Busiek has Aerosmith number 1 from Image. Bolero number 1. This is an adult book. Don't let the kids pick it up. Very adult book. And then we have Cursed Pirate Girl. If you have any goth friends in your life, or if you just enjoy staring at artwork for hours upon hours upon hours, and you want a really cool story, check that out. That is so. This is one I have a soft spot for this book because this is one of the first things we bought. 2016 was the last issue out of Cursed Pirate Girl, and then there's this really cool fold out in the center of the book. Hold on, let me see if I can get this. stapled. The pages were stapled a little funny. Hold on here 1 second. I'm going to let you watch me fumble with this. Oh, hey, everybody. Hey, watch me fumble with this comic. Here we go. So it's got this giant. Well, you don't want to see that. That's not where you want to see. So you get this cool pinup in the middle of the book. But just talk about crazy artwork, man. This had to have taken 5 years just to produce and draw. That was the last time we had a Cursed Pirate Girl book. But a great story, great book, well worth. It is $9.99, but you get, it's at least 2 or 3 comics worth, and the time and effort that was put into it, just for the artwork alone, is worth it. Lady Mechanica #2, Monster of the Ministry. Guillaume March's Laura #3. Power Rangers #15, Primordial, I believe #5. Red Sonia, Black, White, and Red #6. Regarding the Matter of Oswald's Body #3. The Rush #3. This is one of my favorite things from Vault right now. 7 Secrets #13. Tom Taylor, undercover book. Probably will be an anime sometime. This is one that you're not suspecting right here. You know Tom Taylor's name. He's heating up. He's heating up. I mean, that's a really cool book. And then we have from Chuck D, Apocalypse 91, The Revolution Never Sleeps. If you're familiar with Public Enemy, if you know Flavor Flav, he was in Public Enemy. I hate that I have to say that. But Flavor Flav, Chuck D, and their DJ. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the DJ's name right now. Oh, I put myself on the spot. Anyways, really cool Public Enemy comic book. Public Enemy comic book. Come on. Graphic novel, rather. It's a Public Enemy graphic novel. We've got Minecraft this week. We also have the Imposter complete miniseries. We also have the first 6 issues of Superman Kal-El. Some really cool Star Wars action figures. Frontline Combat, Volume 3. Let's see. Power Rangers 1 and 10. Power Rangers 1 and 10. This is issue 14. We got shorted on that. That's issue 15. We got that this week. This is the 1 per store Power Rangers. Minecraft. Ben Reilly, Spider-Man 1 and 25. 1 and 10 design variant. And She-Hulk 1 and 25 by Dan Jurgens. And I'm Tony, and I really, really thank you for hanging out with me for this, last 15, 20, 30 minutes. Listen to me babble about comics, something that I love very much, and I love all you guys for hanging out with me and watching it. So if you have the time, stop on by today. If we're not close enough to you, then visit your local comic book shop, no matter where you are. It's one of the coolest places, one of the last mom and pop shops not to be franchised. There's no franchise comic book shops that I'm aware of. There might be maybe 1 or 2, possibly. You know, you never know. But for the most part, 99.9%, they are mom and pop run, and pretty proud of that. And hope to see you here today. If not, stop by. We're open all week through Sunday. And that's it. Make sure to visit your local comic shop. That's the biggest lesson here, folks. All right. See you all later. Thank you.